What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum and take a look at where I think we may be headed. Also, I want to remind you there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. Awesome community, guys, and let's get into the video. All right, guys, as always, I want to remind you I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, trading advice, or investment advice. There is a disclaimer scrolling on the bottom. Make sure you read it, and let's get into it. So we like to start out with the news on this channel, and I'm going to start out with just looking at the sentiment of the news. Coronavirus hits U.S. stocks, Bitcoin climbs. Bitcoin price holds 8.5K. Support as coronavirus fears. How much $100 of Bitcoin could be worth when the last Bitcoin is mined. Bitcoin is recovering, but the key data shows bears are still in control. Shark Tank's Robert whatever says Bitcoin price will rise. Are miners prepared for the halving of Bitcoin? All right, so kind of a mixed news. Crypto fear and greed index. We're at 40. We're 1 point up from yesterday, still in the fear zone. Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance longs versus shorts. The longs are at 61.18%. The shorts are at 38.2%. So let's take a... Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. As you guys know, I have a members group down below. If you hit join, it's like $30 a month for the highest level, but this is some of the stuff you get in there. I posted this chart yesterday, and you guys see where we're at now. These were the two targets I had coming out of this. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. And let's take a look at the monthly. And we are retesting the top of this channel now, right around that 85.50 range, right in there. I do believe we could be getting a bounce soon, but I don't think that this correction is over, and we'll take a look at some key areas to watch. As you guys know, if you watch the channel, this is what I've been watching here. I do believe it is a possibility that we come up and test this Fibonacci retracement zone around the 11.1 to 11.3. If we're going to do that, it's going to be this coming week. Otherwise, it's not happening, and it's starting to look like less and less likely. If we do it, probably will be one big quick run up like we had back in here to tag it and then come back down. I do believe we're going to come back down and test this trend line somewhere between the $77,000 and $8,000 range before the halving. That's what I'm looking at right now. If we look at the weekly RSI, I have the same trend lines drawn, and if we do come back down to retest this, it could be coming all the way back down to around the 7,700, somewhere in there, maybe even lower, and I'll show you my targets on that. One thing I do want to point out in the RSI, if we look at the weekly, I have this red trend line drawn here, old support and resistance, and way back in 2014, we capitulated below it. 2015 popped back above, tested it for support, and continued on. Remember, this is the weekly. 2018, the same thing, capitulated below it, popped back above it in 2019, came back down, tested it for support, and you see where we're at now. All right, so let's take a look at the daily. Oh yeah, if you guys are interested in, well, first of all, make sure you hit the like button, leave your comments down below, let me know what you think is going on. I'm real curious to see where everybody's at with it. By leaving the comment down below, that also enters you win a free t-shirt on Sunday. I pick a random comment from a random video throughout the week, so make sure you do that. And also, if you guys have been watching, you're not subscribed or you're new here, definitely subscribe to the channel for daily updates every single day. Keeps you informed on the market. Some days it seems like it's repetitive, but that's how you understand the markets. Keep an eye on what's going on at all times, and this channel helps you do that. So let's look at one more thing. Oh, if you are interested in trading, I do have a Bybit tutorial. I'll leave that up top. Also, I have a Bybit link, a Prime XBT, and a FEMX link down below that helps support the channel. If you are trading or if you are an experienced trader, definitely check them out. Bybit, you can trade Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum, and XRP. Prime XBT, you can You can trade crypto, forex, and commodities. And Femex is a newer one I'm checking out. I haven't done any trades on it, but I've been feeling it out. You can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Link. And they said they're going to be adding Litecoin. So we will see. And let's look at what's going on the daily. So on the daily, also, if you use them links down below, you get a sign-on bonus for using my link. So just so you know. All right, so we popped out of this falling wedge, came back down. We've popped below it. And we talked about this yesterday, coming back up to retest this 0.382 fib, which is the 89.52, and that is what we have done. The 8 EMA, guys, is looking like it is ready to cross the 55. That's pretty damn bearish. We have this target here at the 0.5 fib at 84.86. We've had that. If that does not hold, my next target is 79.45, and I'll show you how I got that. If you look at this white falling channel here, and we take a measured move of that, you measure the width of the channel to where we broke down. That's what gets us to that 79.45 range. Now that is the golden pocket zone. I would expect a bounce there if we don't get a bounce at this 84.86 level. But as you can see in my RSI, we have falling out of this rising channel. We actually fell back into the falling channel right here. I do believe it's most likely we're going to come back down, test the top of this white rising channel here. And that's most likely going to be around that 79.45. I do expect a bounce if we get down that low. And guys, we may have a relief bounce in here, so keep that in mind. But we did come up. Once we fell out of this falling channel, we did come back up twice and test it for resistance and did get resistance. We are now dropping below the 200 EMA on the daily, which is bearish, guys. I'm still bearish. I still think the bears are in control. And let's see what else. If we do get a bounce here, we may come back all the way back up and test the $8,500 range. We could possibly go lower, and I'm going to show you those targets here. All right, if you guys have been watching the channel, you know that I have this bottom trend line off of these 3 wicks right here, and I cloned it and put it on each one of these wicks on the top and said we would have support and resistance on those lines along the way, and that's exactly what happened here. Now, one thing I want to point out is if we do break, if we do not get a bounce down here, if you look at this, hold on a minute. Let me, there you go. This big rising broadening wedge here. The bottom of that wedge, guys, is right around, if we were to come straight down, around the 8,400. So if we break below that 8,400, guys, we're probably in trouble. And I want to show you what I've been looking at. If I take a measured move of where we're at right now, and we do break out of the bottom of this, guys, and this isn't going to happen in one full swoop, but if you see the measured move on that, gets us down to 53.75. I'm not saying we're going there for sure, but I'm just pointing out that it is a good possibility with the measured move here. That is also the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement of the whole all-time high move right there from the swing low to the swing high. That all lines up. So that is looking possible, guys. Again, we could get a bounce and get supported at this 8,400 and come all the way back up to the 97.50 range and see what happens there. If that breaks, then pretty bullish if we can break the 10.5. But until then, guys, I'm still bearish here. We may get a bounce from where we're at now. Let's look at the 4-hour RSI real quick. And by looking at the RSI, you can see this channel we have across here that we have broken down out of. It does look like, as of right now, we are getting bullish divergence. And by bullish divergence, if you're not familiar with it, if we close here, which we have, we had higher lows on the RSI and lower lows on the price action. So I do expect a bounce in this area. As you can see right now, we are getting supported by the 0.5 fib all the way over here. One other thing I want to point out, guys, is what I've been watching. This is a possible inverse head and shoulders, and I have the targets here. We are at the getting support at the 8470 target right now. Like I said, we could come back up and retest this trend line here around 8700, and if we can't break through that, then most likely headed back down to these lower targets. We will get support on this line here, and most likely resistance on this trend line here. And that, like I said, that one's around the 8650 to 8700, depending on where we hit it. And I just wanted to point that out. That is a possibility. On this, the lowest I have before this is invalidated is about 7300, which is the 0.786 of this move on the Fibonacci retracement. And that would be right around the halving time, and we continue up from there. But if that 7300 breaks, I am looking at that 5375, just so you guys know. But I do expect a bounce at least if we get down to here. But like I said, guys, don't get all paranoid. Unless we break this 8400, we shouldn't be, well, 8485. We are breaking it, but this might be done by the time this video comes out. But like I said, right here, about the 8400, if that breaks, then I get super bearish. But as of now, we may get a bounce there at that 84 to at least the 8650 to 8700. If not, we could go all the way up, back up, and retest this 8970 to let's see, that hit good yesterday. But anyway, but as you can see, the EMAs here are very bearish, guys. They did cross. That is a ugly cross on the 4 hour. But again, we do have some bullish divergence here with lower lows in the price action and higher lows in the RSI. So keep that in mind. And we did get a nice bounce off the 0.5 fib. Let's go into Litecoin. So looking at Litecoin, we had the $60 target, did hit. And as of right now, I think 60 is our resistance. Same thing in Litecoin. We are getting bullish divergence, so I do expect to bounce up to at least retest the 60, maybe all the way up to the 80 or the $65, $66 range. As you can see, the EMAs are crossing. 55 is looking to cross the, and this is the 4 hour, is looking to cross the 200s. So, yeah, unless we get a huge jump up here, that cross is going to happen. Then that's pretty bearish, guys. Yeah, so like I said, if we do get a bounce here, I don't see us going much higher than 66 before continuing back down to at least the 54 to $55 range, which would be the 0.618 fib. Worst case scenario here, well, worst case is really bad, but as in this move here, the worst case I got is 46.44, which is the 0.786. Definitely a possibility. But again, guys, everybody's getting extremely bearish, so they could be bullish. But I am making you aware of these targets here. Ethereum. Well, let's look back at, okay. We did pop out of this channel here, but we are in this falling broadening wedge. We did get support on the bottom. So let's see if we can break back above this trend line in the RSI, and we will know more then. So Ethereum. Same thing, we're getting hidden bullish divergence, or not hidden, we're getting bullish divergence. Lower lows in the price, higher lows in the RSI. Let me zoom in a little bit, and so if we do get a bounce back up here, I see us getting resistance most likely at the 225. The highest I see us going is around the 250, but I don't think we'll go that high. Still looking to hit this target of 203. We did hit 208, so I'm still looking for us to come down and tag this fib at the 0.5. If that doesn't hold, the next target is around 182. 0.765 worst case would be retesting this trend line around 153, and that is at the 0.786 retracement of this line. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you did enjoy the video, definitely don't forget to subscribe to the channel for daily updates every single day. Also, smash the likes, leave your comments down below. Check out the affiliate links down below too. They also help the channel out. My wife's webpage, anchorimage.com, a lot of crypto gear, and that's where you would choose your free t-shirt by leaving a comment if you win. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'm out.